Let's go. Gotta get away, get away, get away. I know that the water, the nigga gotta play every day. There you go. What's good, man? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Story time. I didn't want to do it, but we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. The YouTube Hollywood parties. And I thought this shit just ranged for like celebrities only, like for people that just want to get into the motherfucking acting world or the entertainment biz or whatever. I ain't know this shit trickled down to motherfuckers picking up YouTubers and niggas from Vine and shit. I ain't know it went that goddamn far. But you about to listen to a story from a nigga that said he stopped making content for like 5 years because of this shit. And I want y'all to use y'all third eye, use y'all discernment, see if this nigga ain't bullshitting or not, see if this nigga bullshitting or not or whatever. Me personally, I wanted to talk about it because like I know it trickled down to YouTubers. And then, like when it gets off deeper, like when he talks about his conclusion, like it makes a lot of sense on why they would try to come after you if you're trying to blow up in this YouTube world. At the end of the day, with me personally, fuck YouTube. I tell motherfuckers, I came to YouTube mad and angry for the fact that I wanted to be a gamer and do music, but no, the scamdemic it made me use my money to survive. So I'm kind of skeptical saving my shit up, trying to get the whole thing again, because as soon as I get those racks up, something gonna act up. And I'm gonna have to use my money for survival. What's good? Shout out to Don McRon. Shouts out to the Don. Fuck my lighter, man. We gotta light up for this shit. Cause you about to hear some shit. This nigga was really detailed. Really detailed. Really, really fucking detailed with this story. But I kind of fast forwarded to when the story begins. But his intro to the video is like, hey yo, if you love storytelling content done in a first person, then give me a shout out. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know the guy's name. I got it from another channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to Now You Know. Like don't got that many subscribers, so hook him up. It's called Now You Know. He got a lot of content over there. Um, yeah, but like the person that like the clip that he grabbed is from a guy that was talking about, like he went to this party. And what I want y'all to notice is, like when you ever go to it, just type in like YouTube Hollywood parties exposed or whatever, and you'll see a white guy talking about it. But yeah, he also have creepy music in the background. I'm like, oh my god, I hate when people do that shit. But it's understandable, like so nobody like to grab your shit and say it's theirs. I guess I don't know. There's some type of method to that, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But anyway, what else? It's very cliche about the party rooms, man. But I want y'all to just to listen to them, use y'all discernment, open up your third eye, because we about to hear some crazy detailed shit. All right. Shouts out to Big Dog Philly OG. Shouts out to Shine. What's good? Shouts out to Don McBride. No Diddy. No, we will not be talking about Diddy today, but it's a Diddy related incident going on at these parties, though. We may not be talking about Diddy, but the guy gotta be telling the truth, because when you look at the comments, the comments is like, are you talking about David Dobrik? I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? So like I looked up who David Dobrik was, and it was like the rise and fall of David Dobrik. I'm like, what the fuck? This gotta be true. But you about to hear the story. Hell yeah, fuck them parties. But this nigga is about to talk about a podcast. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. We're gonna stop and break down along the way.
This story is the reason I stopped making content for 5 years. You guys remember when all those Vine stars and skit Instagrammers moved to LA in like 2015-ish? So I wasn't a huge creator at the time, but I was there and around it all as all of that stuff was happening.
All right, now he said like around 2015 and shit, all the Vine niggas, all the motherfuckers that were doing social media just blew up all of a sudden. Yeah, I remember that. Do y'all remember that? Y'all remember that?
From Chicago to LA 3 weeks after high school with like $2,000.
Now, I want y'all to catch this shit. He said he moved from the Chi-Town all the way to Hollywood with only 2 G's. Okay. Now, mind you, when you see the intro of the nigga video, he said, like, if you love scary, creepy storytelling told in the first person, holla at me. You know what I'm saying?
Was in my pocket that I saved up working at Steak and Shake with this other aspiring creator.
He saved up 2 G's for Steak and Shake. You're going to California. If anybody's out there in California, I want to ask y'all how much is rent out there, because I heard it was high as shit.
I was much more into editing and being behind the camera at that time, and he was much more into Vine and vlogs and being on. Our lives was absolutely crazy. Everybody was broke, posting anything we could onto YouTube to get some attention.
All right, we was all broke. We was trying to post anything on YouTube to get some attention. There's a lot of channels called Now You Know. Wow. Damn. Well, find the one that has the YouTube Hollywood Parties Exposed or Hollywood Parties Exposed. You like anything that's conspiracy oriented. You gotta run through those bitches. You gotta round them down.
To get a spot at the now notorious 1600 Vine Apartments, and David
the niggas got invited to 1600 Vine Apartments. I mean, no. He said he got into 1600 Vine Apartments. How much was security deposit in first month's rent, my nigga? Because you only came down there with 2 G's.
The spot a little bit closer to USC.
Now his homeboy got a spot by USC.
Everyone was collaborating with everyone, and it was the era of clickbait YouTube. And to be honest, it was extremely fun for the first few months until Hollywood started to notice that influencers were the next big thing.
It was extremely fun for the first few months. How, nigga, did you get a job that quick when you got down there? You didn't explain that. I'm trying to catch everything here. You didn't explain shit about, nigga, the first 2 months, nigga, because you said you was broke as shit. Even my phone agrees.
That the landscape of the industry was changing, and we started to get invited to more exclusive parties and events, where it seemed as if old Hollywood was almost grooming new Hollywood. And there was
okay, now it says y'all was getting some traction, but was you getting any money?
Rumors of this one gathering that was happening on a monthly basis, where it seemed like anybody that got invited saw a massive jump in their numbers, secured huge brand deals right after attending. But apparently this gathering worked on a buddy system. Someone had to vouch for you and bring you as a guest. And by blind luck, me and David ended up getting invited. Some talent agent saw me and David shoot a silly skit at a random party. He didn't invite us that second. He just told us that he saw something special in us and took our contact information. And listen.
Saw something special in y'all and took your contact information. Y'all did some funny skit at a party. And the agent just popped up on y'all. It's like, really, on some real shit, how was y'all marketing scheme? How was y'all really getting yourselves out there like that? Nigga, on some real shit, how was y'all getting yourselves out there like that for somebody even notice you? Or maybe you was talking about the traction on the YouTube. So basically, let's just say, like, if we all like managed to get 1 million subscribers or some shit or whatever, like we're gonna get a phone call from somebody, they're like, yo, nigga, come down to this party in Hollywood. Really?
People do that all the time in LA, but this guy had a different feel to him. He wasn't trying to convince us he had connections or hype himself up like everybody else does. He was just super calm and had a sharp way of speaking that demanded respect. It was extremely brief, and after getting our number, he just said, "Look out for the invite," and walked away. And this is where it gets weird. I never gave this guy my address. I only gave him my number, but I ended up getting...
Wow. I didn't give this guy the address, I only gave him my number. Man, you must don't know about I always feel like somebody's finding me. You don't know that you don't got no privacy. Your phone is a goddamn tracking device. Nigga. Ping, ping, ping. It stopped. Where is it? It's at such and such, such and such. Okay, that's where he lived. Dumbass.
Invitation by letter. And at the time, I thought that was so cool. But in retrospect, as an adult looking back at it, that alone was a huge violation of privacy and a major red flag. But at the time, I was buzzing with excitement. When I got it, the letter was so extravagant and detailed. It was gold.
Hold on, let me pause it for a minute. Everybody and their mama is live right now, huh? All these bleeds, bleeds, bleeds. Shut the fuck up. Y'all wasn't even doing that shit for a minute, nigga. I was just motherfucking chilling, nigga, trying to watch this motherfucking interview so I can motherfucking take notes and try to motherfucking see if this shit is real or not. Now motherfuckers live and shit. What up, though? Now, guess what's gonna happen next? I'm gonna get a phone call and it's gonna fuck up my live, and I have to motherfucking be gone for about like a minute or two until my shit restart. Hate this fucking phone and my backup phone, nigga. They both can kiss my ass, but they say high speed internet. Come and get this and get the high speed internet and all this. Well, get the fuck out of here. You're lying. What up, though, Brian? Shout out to Brian. All right, you found it. Bet it up. Shouts out to everybody for coming through. Make sure y'all subscribe to each other. That's the only way we can grow. That's Big Dog Philly OG's message. Damn, did my motherfucking other shit went up. Hold on, let me get back to it. God damn, this shit takes forever. Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever.
When I got it, the letter was so extravagant and detailed. It was gold with black and red lettering that read something like, "Your talents have been noted, your name has been endorsed, and I'll never forget this part. The dreams you've been chasing are a night away to the seventh heaven." And the address was a beautiful home in Laurel Canyon that was set to happen that weekend. It also noted to not be a minute late and not to expect to leave before midnight. And at the time, it felt like the Willy Wonka golden ticket. And the excitement doubled.
It felt like the Willy Wonka golden ticket. You got an extravagant letter, gold and red letters. This motherfucker said such and such gave you some rules. This was the golden ticket to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Pause. You got to say, damn. No Diddy. You got to say no Diddy now, right? Right? Ain't that the new trend? I know Diddy is sick right now. They got some shit. They ain't got to be called no Diddy, dog. What the fuck? I know that nigga probably pacing around this motherfucking chateau, wherever the fuck he's at right now. Or did they finally get that nigga and they got a motherfucking mug shot of him looking like a clone? That ain't Diddy. Where the conspiracies at?
From David at the same time, in all caps, saying, "Did you get one too?" I felt like our lives were about to change.
Yep. So now then he runs to his friend David, with everybody in the comment section like, I know he gotta be talking about David Dobrik. He gotta be talking about David Dobrik. But anyway, he said, "Nigga, did you get one too?" He like, yeah.
And I was right. David blew up after this party, and I had to go into hiding. I felt like our lives were about to change. And I was right. David blew up after this party, and I had to go into hiding.
He said David blew up after this party. This nigga motherfucker got the motherfucking damn, dog, I had a joke, but like it was there, but it wasn't. You know, like when you tell a joke, you gotta have a good delivery. You know what I'm saying? You can't just motherfucking be saying shit, just be saying, you know. You know, I had it, but it's gone.
I was on cloud nine leading up to that party. I was so young and naive and delusionally optimistic. I truly believed that I was going to go to this party and leave rich, because it literally seemed like that was happening to the creators around me that attended. I was hyped. I've never been a braggy person. So
basically, all the creators that was around that attended blew the fuck up. Now, he said around 20 2016, like when the motherfucking YouTube stars or those Vine niggas was blowing up, those motherfucking social media comics and shit. Yeah, he said all those niggas was just blowing up like motherfucking crazy after they went to this party.
But when you're young and excited, you get consumed by good news and want to talk to your friends and peers about it. So everybody that I chatted with who I knew was a content creator and was in the know about this party, I couldn't help but to tell them. And all the feedback was positive and along the lines of, let me know how it goes, or can you try to get me into the next one? And even some from bigger creators saying, I'll see you there with like a little smirk on their face. Like they were pumped.
Talking about, I'll see you there. Wink, wink. Like, goddamn, really? I'll see you there. I see you got that golden ticket. Ah ha ha, ah ha ha ha, ah ha. Nigga, also Dexter's Laboratory, man, dark laugh and shit.
Except for one conversation with a creator that most of you probably know. This creator is an extremely positive guy, and he's one of the most wholesome, bubbly, genuine guys I met out there. And when I told him the good news, he looked at me like I told him a tsunami was headed towards the building. The usual joy that this man brought to every conversation turned into real fear and concern. And he made me leave the lobby and come up to his apartment before explaining anything to me. Like he was
wow. He's like, nigga heard that shit. He was like, man, nigga, come here. Come here. When I say come, you better move.
Scared that somebody was going to overhear our conversation. When we got up to his apartment, he was just pacing, like he had no idea how to start this conversation. But when
so they get to the room, you probably sitting on the bed or some shit, and the nigga's like pacing the floor and shit, and you like, man, dog, nigga, I'm getting nervous, nigga. What you gotta say, bro?
Finally spoke up. All he said was, listen, Doug, I know you're excited, but I'm begging you. Please do not go. That man is not who you think he is.
That nigga was like, please don't go. Please don't go. Oh, I found out it was Diddy's party. No, I gotta get out. I gotta call somebody. No, I should have left this bitch when I had the chance. Yeah. I'll kill that shit. Don't give me no motherfucking tape parody, nigga. I'll kill that shit.
So frantic, and I could see tears welling up in this guy's eyes. But I was young.
He said he saw tears rolling up in his eyes. Like, goddamn, nigga, is that serious, bro? You don't really want me to go to this party? Man, I don't want you to see this shit, man.
I thought that I knew everything. I didn't even think the talent agent that sent us the invite was important. I was interested in the connections, and I didn't really care if the talent agent was shady or if his intention was to sign me to a bad deal. I thought I'd just say no to any bad contract that he tried to send me, but still get to reap all the benefits at the party. So I tried to.
So he thinking to himself, man, I'm conscious. I got my spirit in check. Nigga, ain't nobody gonna make me compromise. Ain't nobody gonna make me lose myself, nigga. I'm good.
A little bit and ask follow-up questions, but all he gave me was, I have a friend who went and he hasn't been the same since he didn't cooperate. I don't know what he saw or what they did to him, but Doug, I do not want to see that happen to you. I don't know what he saw or what they did to him, but Doug, I do not want to see that happen to you. I start reassuring him that they won't make me do anything that I don't want to do. I don't even drink, let alone take any party favors. So
nigga, I don't drink or take party favors. Meaning, I don't do drugs. Or a party favor could be something else. Shit, nigga, let me know in the comments if you know what party favor means. Because I think party favors are drugs or somebody slipping you a ticket to come to a VIP room. You know.
Pressure isn't much of an issue for me.
Yeah, he said peer pressure ain't much of an issue for me, bitch. I've been to high school. I feel it. I was like, yo, man, anybody gonna make me compromise? Shit.
Make up a lie to get out of the situation, because to be honest, I selfishly wanted to stay excited about this party, and I really didn't want to hear anything negative about it. So I jokingly told him that I'd text him when I got home, and that I had to leave to edit some videos tonight. What I was really doing was calling my dad to beg him for $100 to buy a.
I'm gonna call my dad and beg him for $100 for what?
Mind you, we were all still poor, and I was living in an apartment that I could barely afford. My dad reluctantly sent me.
But how did you manage to survive those months out there in Cali with only 2 G's? Even my phone agrees. How did you manage? And you just calling your dad, yo, nigga, dad, send me $100. You can't motherfucking work a job real quick? He's like, no, nigga, this party is tomorrow or tonight or you know or whatever. I need that hum bun now. Okay.
And I immediately texted David to pick me up tomorrow at 5 p.m. so we could both get our suits before the party and grab food before we head to the party at 11. When David picked me up the next day, he was so excited and in such a great mood that I had to hide my concerns from him, at least while we were shopping for the rental suits. I had to manufacture excitement because David always has his camera out, and I wouldn't just be spoiling the mood, I would be ruining the content that he was trying to record. So I went along with it throughout the shopping process. Our plan was to drop his car off at my apartment, walk to the In-N-Out Burger on Sunset Boulevard, eat, and then change into our suits in the bathroom and hop into the Uber, so we didn't smell like burgers. When we finally sat down to eat, I took that opportunity to bring up the warning that my friend gave me the day before in his apartment. I told him everything that he said to me and how scared he looked when he said it, and that I was feeling a little bit worried about going to this party. David cut me off before I even got to finish my sentence and firmly said we're going, and then went on a rant about how my friend is a jealous clout chaser and that he's just salty that his content isn't good enough and would never be invited to something like this.
Damn, that's grimy. Like, yo, your friend ain't shit but a clout chaser, and he's mad that he ain't going to this party that we're going to. We're about to be slapping hands with celebrities and future celebrities, and we're going to be celebrities. Woohoo! I'd be like, dude.
He said it in a half serious, half joking tone like he always does when he wants to get his way. Then he finished off by guilting me and saying, Doug, don't ruin this opportunity for us. Please just get through this.
That nigga's like, nigga, do not fuck this up for me. Nigga, I can't trust a nigga like that. You would throw me under the motherfucking bus if the time came. Like, you son of, dude, like, don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up for me. What the fuck you talking about, nigga like me? Nigga like me, you are both our own separate content creators. What you mean, don't fuck this up for you? Because we're coming together. Don't fuck this up for you. Bitch.
I'd never heard anybody talk about my friend that way, but I'd known David for so much longer, so I trusted his judgment. So I nodded my head and called the Uber. We changed in the bathroom.
That nigga was like, man, no one talks about my friend before. But I really want to go to this party, dude. Nigga, that's that nigga. Shouts out to Smoking and G Short. This dude already gay. It's like, man, I want to go to that party. I want to see Diddy. No Diddy. Diddy, not a Diddy. R.I.P. the Big Pun.
And hopped into the Uber, and David starts recording again. So I have to pretend to be excited again. But once we got off the side,
I gotta pretend to be excited. I'm like, nigga, I don't give a fuck if that nigga is recording. I'll tell that nigga turn that shit off until he get there. But no, I guess you were intimidated by David. Like, you know, like when I looked at the comments and it said it got to be David Dobrik, and I was like, all right, let me look up how this nigga is compared to the nigga that's talking. The nigga that's talking look like he could whoop David ass. Now I'm just saying that they both look pussy. Respectfully.
And started driving up Laurel Canyon, I started getting anxious and internally panicking. If you're not familiar with Laurel Canyon, it's filled with beautiful homes, but at night it's extremely dark and borderline freaky, especially when you consider all the history with them. Now,
when a motherfucker talked about the area, there's another nigga in the comments that was like, I looked at that place on Google Maps. Yep, there's only like 2 or 3 homes in that bitch. So yeah, nigga, you right, nigga. They could put a house there and they could do whatever the fuck they want. So I'm like, holy shit, this shit could be real. Shout out to P. Moses. Shout out to P. Moses.
And some murders in that area. Part of me feels like we're dropping ourselves off into a setup. But once we arrive, all of my worries get washed away. We pull into the driveway and this house is beautiful and extravagant. And everyone waiting in line to walk in is smiling and laughing and friendly. So I get excited again. At the door, they take our phones and have us sign an NDA, which isn't uncommon in
Hollywood. He said, we got to sign an NDA. He said, which is uncommon in Hollywood. Sure, you always got to do this at the parties. All right. So if we all going to a party in LA, everybody got a motherfucker give up their cell phones and sign a paper, no matter where we go. But this ain't just a regular party. This is a party for a whole bunch of celebrities and content creators. We're gonna have to shine an NBA. We about to be in this bitch doing some Diddy Vince McMahon shit in this motherfucker.
Parties like this in LA. And they give us a mask and a name tag with funny aliases.
They give us a mask and a name tag with funny aliases. Now, when I get to this point of the video, I'm like, yo, nigga, y'all content creators. Y'all not like, I don't think y'all worthy to even be a guest at an Illuminati party. I'm just saying. But he got invited by some type of secret type of like agent, like I guess he is a high ranking nigga, but you about to, hear it right. But like when I got to this point, I was like, all right, it was a high ranking nigga that invited y'all. Because y'all not worthy to come here on some real shit. Y'all not worthy.
This looked like a bear, and David's looked like a bird. My alias was Stardust, which David got a crack out of, and his was Benji. We entered.
And then they gave him a nickname, Stardust. And I was like, Stardust? And then I thought about motherfucking Cody Rhodes and his alter ego character at one point in time in the WWE. I just got done playing the WWE 2K16, and Cody Rhodes is Stardust in that game. And Goldust is his daddy, and you already know Dusty Rhodes. That's they, grandfather. It's like the legacy and shit. The WWE. But yeah, Stardust, and the other nigga was named Benji. Now, Benji sound cool, because you got a bear mask and it's like a bear name, Benji, the bear, whatever. But a fucking bird named Stardust, nigga, that's some fruitcake shit. No Diddy.
What you could call like the lobby of the house. And as we're walking in, the apparent host of the party starts giving a speech. This man is very eccentric and outspoken, and he's got the cadence of a late night show host. And I spot the agent that invited us standing right behind him.
All right, spotted the agent that invited him standing behind him, like nigga, like the nigga would just motherfucking appear out of nowhere like Batman. Like, what up, though? Y'all like the party? What's up, niggas? Holy shit, where the fuck you come from? Where the hell do you come from? What the fuck?
The speech was basically just encouraging everybody to have fun and explaining the itinerary of the night. Apparently, this was a themed room party, and all of the guests were instructed to move to the next room whenever the grandfather.
Shouts out to In the Groove.
Clock chimed. He wrapped up his speech with some cheeky joke, and then one line that still irks me to this day. He said, "Have fun now. Our descent starts at midnight." I tried to give David the eyes that I didn't like where this party was going.
Have fun now. Our descent starts at midnight. Man, and then like when I got to this part, I'm like, man, this shit sound like a cliche ass movie. Like when they first get to the motherfucking spot and shit, everything look all extravagant, and then the creepy ass caretaker or a bartender or a maid pops up out of nowhere and say, "Enjoy the festivities. Our descent descends at midnight." I'm like, damn, that bitch got some big ass titties, but she said some cryptic shit. Hey, yo, are we chilling tonight? Somebody gotta be the motherfucker in this bitch with a conscience, right? But no, I'm looking at my homies like, man, we about to blow up, y'all. But in my mind, this nigga just said, I'm about to suck his dick, man. No Diddy. I'm like, these motherfuckers are facts. Nigga, what's the price for your soul? I've been saying no Diddy for years. I moved him from Ready to Die, so I wanted to do a whole album but couldn't get it right. Man, this nigga Diddy finally about to get the business. But jail time is not worth it, man. Like, I don't think he deserves jail time. I think he deserves the military tribunal. So they can give him that walk to the gallows. So he can motherfucking take his last last flight. That's all I gotta say. Fuck it. Fuck it. No, you know what? Just fly over the water and toss his ass out of a jet. Fuck the day. Shout out to XTOS, XTOS de Heliopolis. I'm gonna call it Heliopolis, the land of the sun. Is that the land of the sun? Heliopolis? God damn, nigga. I cannot pronounce that right. What the fuck? Heliopolis. Yeah. Heliopolis. I gotta motherfucking cut the words in half in order to see it. Got Heliopolis. Yeah. Yeah. City of the Sun. Yeah. I knew I was on my shit. I knew I was on my shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I'm a big history fan. You know, like I'm a big history fan. I love history. The City of the Sun. Dun, dun, man, I look like I'm walking into a temple with a motherfucking big ass sword, about to fight a reptilian shape shifting bastard and cut his head off. Like, hey, I am the god of war.
This type of behavior from people that I saw as adults made me extremely uncomfortable. The moment the host wrapped up his speech, a couple of workers came out of the door. They were holding a couple sets of long poles. All of a sudden, music started playing, and everybody seemed like they knew what was going on. So I just went along with it. So I guess these parties start off with a big game of limbo. It's funny seeing people dressed so nicely playing a silly child. But
so then, those motherfuckers just started playing limbo. I'm like, all these content creators, even the phone agrees. Everybody and their mama going live right now. There's a lot of fucking notifications popping up. Live. Like Yellow Flash just dropped 2 videos in less than 3 minutes. Like, god damn. But anyway, live. It was like, all right, hurricane is on. Let's start distracting niggas. Man, I need to stop thinking like that, dog. I'm thinking that the world revolves around me and shit. But it do revolve around me because I always feel like somebody's watching me. And the UN is talking about we declare war on conspiracy theorists and shit. Oh yeah, and we're gonna ban freedom of speech. Oh yeah, nigga, the world does revolve around me. I'm saying something. I must be saying something. I'm saying the wrong shit. In their eyes, they don't want no revolution. I do. But the thing about it is, they using the immigrants, not migrants, immigrants as cannon fodder. Nigga, you could motherfucking have as many immigrants as you want, ain't nothing but target practice. Because once I get to the throne room, I'm taking off heads of you alien, reptilian, shape-shifting bastards. Or y'all could be just some evil humans. Either way it go, I'm going to disrupt some tectonic plates in this bitch. Nigga, I'm the great earthquake that y'all heard about. I am the wrath of my ancestors, nigga, and I say revenge. Vendetta!
it's funny seeing people dressed so nicely playing a silly child's game, but it's even weirder seeing A-list celebrities being so excited to play. Because everybody had masks on, but when somebody that you grew up watching in movies walks by you with a quarter of their face covered, you still know it's them. I was amazed with how inviting and willing to introduce themselves these people were. I was expecting at least an undertone of uppityness, but it seemed like everybody was involving everybody in conversation, and they were frequently introducing themselves to me with their alias, of course. The only thing weird about it was something that I didn't notice until the third person did it. When they shook my hand, they pressed their thumb into the soft part between my thumb and my palm.
That nigga shook his hand and pressed his thumb in between his thumb and his pointing finger on some Masonic handshake type shit. What? I would have been like, yo, don't you press your thumb inside my hand? And then I would have slapped him. I would have been like, what the fuck?
And I only recognized the pattern because the third guy gave me a big smile and said, this must be your first time. In retrospect,
what? And the third guy gave him a big smile and said, this must be your first time here. Ooh, wait, we got ourselves some fresh meat. Fresh meat. No Diddy. No Diddy.
This should have alarmed me, but it seemed like they got friendlier when they realized that it was my first time here.
They got friendlier, what I say? Ooh, we got some fresh meat. No Diddy.
I didn't really think anything of it, but before I got to asking follow-up questions about this odd handshake, the first grandfather clock chime went off, and everybody excitedly rushed into the second room. When
the grandfather clock went off, you know what that means? We got to go into the second room.
got in there, I was taken aback by the dramatic decor change. Everything in this room was different shades of blue. The music was romantic, and all the furniture was cabana beds and love seats. I stood there for a second trying to realize what was different, but I couldn't put my finger on it until some girl walked by and caressed my shoulder in a really flirty manner. The decor changed, but the way
He said the room was different shades of blue, a whole bunch of different couch cushions and mats and a whole bunch of pillows and a whole bunch of blue and shit. And bitches walking around on some flirty shit. Oh shit, touch the nigga's shoulder and shit. Oh shit. She flirting, she want to get hit from the back. Cut her cheeks at a party. What's this? I had some prick do that shit to me in a pub once. I looked at him like, I wish, I wish I was in your shitty club. Like you wish I was in your shitty club. Wow, a nigga did that at a pub though. A pub though. What type of pub was it? Was it an Irish pub? Was it an Italian pub? Because you know the mafia runs the pubs. You got to be careful in there. Dog, nigga do that shit to me in there. I'm like, you know what? Let's take this outside because I don't want to get shot by a mob member for fucking up his establishment. And plus, I don't want to try to be a cool nigga, whoop a nigga ass in the pub and leave some money on the counter and shit, and they still come up and pop my ass and take my bread. I'd rather do this shit outside the establishment, not on the sidewalk in front of the establishment. Take it out in the streets. It's a street fight for a reason. They go phone. That's gonna fuck up my life. Goddamn. So at any point in time, this life Those motherfuckers. Now a nigga had to come back as Herlander. Yep. Fuck YouTube. Fuck the Adjustment Bureau. Yep. That's why. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, like I was getting a phone call. Yep. And I was like, hey yo, like if my shit cut off, just give me like 2 minutes to come back on. you know. Because it's gonna fuck with my shit. So this is the same fucking number that I fucking blocked, and these motherfucking, same bullshit. But let me get to y'all comments. Normal pub owned by a Greek pervert closed down now. Oh, the fucking Greeks, the Persians and the Greeks, the Romans and the Greeks. Well, is there a Greek mafia out there? I don't know. I say pervert, but he used to just try it on with a lot of pretty girls he hired. Most Greeks do that. Oh, okay. Got you. But yeah, I'm back, and it's because of the phone call. And like for some reason, like when I get a phone call, my internet just shuts completely off for some reason. I don't know why, but it's some bullshit. It's just complete and utter fucking bullshit. And just for that, I gotta say fuck the government. Exterminate. Fuck the elite and the globalists. Catch me on Rumble, Hurricane _ JW3. These bastards is finally letting me upload videos now. It's been over 5 fucking months. I can finally upload videos for some reason. I don't know what the fuck going on, but catch me on Rumble, YouTube Exodus, bitch. Fight the fairies because most of the government is fruitcakes. The trial never ends. We got to keep fighting. Real shit. And what else? Fuck Klaus Schwab. I'm not gonna eat no motherfucking bugs. Hakuna Matata. Now let's get back to Hollywood agents exposed. I mean, Hollywood parties exposed. These bastards got me heated, dog. Those motherfuckers cut my motherfucking live on. Bastards, dog. Fucking bastards, dog. Knowing that time is money and money is time. And you can't waste both.
The decor changed, but the way everybody was acting was drastically different. Before, everybody seemed to be outgoing and inviting and friendly. But the second they stepped foot into this room, they became touchy, flirty,
Hold
and
on.
suggestive.
You would eat the. All I hear is Klaus Schwab's voice, and I know you were thinking the same shit. You would eat the bugs. You will own nothing and be happy. You will eat the bugs. Or you will fuck with Bill Gates. Manufactured meat. Or you will eat the Soylent Green. Soylent Green is people.
I was only 19 at the time, so this type of behavior from people that I saw as adults made me extremely uncomfortable, especially when I saw that the cabana beds had curtains that you could close for privacy. And I realized that these people...
When I saw the cabana beds and the curtains you can close for privacy, I swear to God, if I saw Sade in that bitch, I know how Sade look from head to toe. That mask don't cover up shit. If a nigga is talking to her, I'm like, yo, step aside, my brother. You gotta get your own. Oh, Hurricane, would you go to that party? No. But hell no, I'm not going to that fucking party.
People weren't just being suggestive, they meant it. I tried to give David the eyes that I didn't like where this party was going, but he seemed to be really enjoying the female.
You trying to give David the eyes? No diddy. Through a mask, my nigga. Like he's gonna just read your body language and your energy. This nigga is too happy. He already told you with the evil eye in the hotel room, nigga, don't fuck this up for me.
Attention. attention, so I was on my own. I basically stayed in perpetual motion and walked laps until the next chime went off. So I didn't have to sit next to anybody for too long and let them get too comfortable. The clock.
He said he just walked laps. So you can picture the Illuminati niggas looking on the camera. They're like, yo, dog, this nigga has been walking around in circles the whole time we just rang that motherfucking clock. What we gonna do to this nigga? Just watch him. But he ain't fucking with none of the hoes. Watch him. He's probably afraid. As he should be. Welcome to the Illuminati, motherfucker.
Finally went off and everybody rushed to the next room immediately. The weirdest didn't bother redressing except for the mask. I was in no rush to get to the next room, but I could see into it over the crowd.
They said they didn't bother redressing. That means some niggas was in that bitch naked, half naked. Some probably had their clothes on, like probably trying to talk to the bitch about some business deals. Like, you know, I can have your fine ass in my cooking video. Or like, look, bitch, just put on an anime costume, show off the twins, and we're gonna cook us some Salisbury steak and rice.
Out of everybody's head. The walls were bright orange, but the smells that were wafting in from that room were amazing. And when I finally got in there, it was like the Hogwarts feast. It was table after table of the most delicious spreads I've ever seen. There was full tables for seafood, full tables for meats, full tables of sushi, and an entire wall of spirits.
Wow. So after I'm done clapping Sade's cheeks, I get to go to a room and feast on whatever I want. You know how black people just love fried chicken. Nigga, I'm going to the chicken section, nigga. Like, holy shit, it's a smorgasbord of wings and different flavors of hot sauce. Oh my God, I'm on hot ones right now. And then I fuck around and end up like Idris Elba, nigga, like nigga, that nigga Idris Elba was fucked up on hot ones, nigga. They got that nigga cold.
Almost started enjoying myself again until I saw the way these people were treating this food. They were disrespectfully biting chunks.
Hold on, wait a minute. This man before the cheek spread, no diddy. I know, right? Oh yeah, nigga, we just prepping you up. See, now, like when I get to this part of the story, when I first listened to it, I'm like, now I'm just immersed. I'm like, everything is so fully fucking detailed. At this point, I forgot what the nigga said at the first beginning of the video. Say, yo, like creepy storytellers told in the first person. Subscribe to my channel. But he said this is a true story. And he said that he told this story months ago. It got no traction until it got traction on Facebook. And once it got traction on Facebook, it gave him the confidence to redo it and throw it out on every other platform. So that's his excuse. That's his shit. But, you know, my conspiracy is, nigga, you told a good story about a Diddy party. And I don't find it creepy at all. Like, this actually sounds like it happens because everybody has these motherfucking same stories and you just told it in the motherfucking, you just told it better than others. That's my conspiracy. But the shit could be true because like niggas in the comments was like, yo, dog, your friend David, dog, are you talking about David Dobrik? But I don't hear him reply. But everybody in the comments like, yeah, nigga, he's talking about David Dobrik, David Dobrik, David Dobrik. I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this nigga? So I look him up, I'm like, okay, this could be the case. And I see videos, the rise and fall of David Dobrik. I'm like, okay, it gotta be him. You know, and like people trying to put timelines together and, you know, shit seems like it's adding up. But let me get back to this video. This shit just motherfucking, you know.
Chunks out of delicious prime rib roasts. They were just shoving copious amounts of high-grade sashimi into their mouths and eating caviar like it was cereal. The way that
wow, they was like, dig in. And they was like, no. They was eating that bitch like Goku, like, no. More, please. Nigga, they was tearing that shit up like Naruto be doing that ramen.
They were just grabbing with their hands and just spitting out things that they didn't like onto the floor, ruined my appetite.
Wow. Now, when I got there, I was like, okay, now y'all on some Roman pagan shit now. on some welcome to the vomitorium type shit. We in the vomitorium. We just got done having the greatest orgy ever. Now it's time to feast on some Turkish delights.
Nothing to do with these people. At this point, I wanted nothing to do with these people. So I went up to the only.
All because you saw niggas eating and spitting the bones out on the floor? Like, but it must have been how they was doing it. Because I don't see no problem with everybody was like, dig in. Everybody eating that shit like Goku and shit. It's like, yo. So they must have been eating it in a debaucherous manner. Like no manners at all. Like they ain't sit down, nigga. They just walk to the table and just start grabbing shit. Niggas double dipping the chip and shit. He double dipped the chip.
Familiar face in the room. The agent that invited me was the only other person not eating. So I approached him and
so the agent was like the only person not eating. So like, he just sitting there watching, nigga. Like I said, you better enjoy the festivities, motherfucker.
Up my mask, so he'd recognize me, considering we'd only met one time. Before I even got out my greeting or got my mask halfway off my face, he abruptly pressed my mask back into place and sharply said, "Mask stay on till the 6th room." He did it in a way that seemed like I was embarrassing him for not knowing the rules. So to ease the tension, I jokingly replied, "So we're only halfway there, huh?" He didn't laugh or make eye contact. He just dismissively replied, "I encourage you to engage in the festivities."
So picture you looking up at some tall nigga with a big ass suit on, and you like, man, nigga, like he ain't even looking at you. Like, dog, enjoy the festivities, nigga. The mask don't come off until the 6th room. I'm like, damn, nigga. I'm just trying to, just have a little small talk, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to holler at you because you only seen me once. I just want you to know it's me. The masks don't come off until the 6th room. Now go enjoy the festivity. See the chicken wings over there, nigga? The bitches is good. Nigga, the bitches is some motherfucking teriyaki hot sauce.
A slow drip is better than a flood. He started to walk towards the door as the clock.
And then the nigga was like, a slow drip is better than a flood. I'm like, now this nigga saying some more cryptic shit to me. Nigga, where's my homeboy David at? And he look over there to the corner, nigga, like David over there doing the motherfucking Cabbage Patch with a bad bitch.
For the next room like he knew it was about to go off. I didn't like that interaction at all. He's the one that invited me here, and he seemed to have no interest in talking to me. I just kept going over what he said the entire time while we were in the next room. This room was yellow and basically just a casino. I wanted to talk to David privately and let him know that I wanted to leave, but he seemed to just...
So then, right after you get done clapping a celebrity chick cheeks and eat some good ass food, now y'all about to go to a yellow room that's a casino, nigga. They're giving out usher bucks.
Caught up in the momentum of the party. Plus, there was a roulette table in the room, and David's freakishly good at roulette. So at this point, the winning streak that he's building is the center point of the party. I can't fully focus on what the agent said to me because I have to pretend to be excited about David's winning streak in a fake casino where you're not actually winning money. And like clockwork, the chime.
In a fake casino where you're not actually winning money, nigga. Like I said, usher bucks. So, nigga, David over there gigging like, yeah, bitch, I'm winning this fake ass money.
Our party starts rushing to the next room, and the vibe changes dramatically. I'm the last person to walk into the bright red room. This room didn't seem to have a specific activity like the others. It was just empty and bright red, and everybody was whispering to each other. First,
then they get to a red room. Nothing in there. And everybody just start whispering to each other.
Split second, I thought it might be a big game of telephone or something silly like that. But as I started walking through and brushing shoulders with these people and hearing what they were saying to each other, I started questioning everything. The same people that I saw laughing and celebrating and eating together were whispering the most heinous, offensive comments directly to each other. I mean, things that...
Damn. So you're walking past motherfuckers and you're hearing, bitch, your breath smell like hot ass and gravy. Like, what? Like, bitch, your mama sucked my dick last night. And then he said it was also like hearing secrets and shit. Like, that's why your mother is about to lose her empire, and she gonna have to suck dick to get the money to pay for the mansion. Rich nigga problems.
Even say behind your friend's back, they were saying it to their face. I'm talking friendship ending secrets and personal opinions.
They were saying friendship ending secrets and personal opinions, like your head shaped like Candace Owens' left ass cheek. It's like, damn, your breath smell like Kevin Nash's ass. Damn, though. Your mama so fat. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas in that room going in. They having a Comedy Central roast of Chevy Chase and shit, like in a red room.
Opinions about each other, laced with envy and jealousy. I hurry to.
Now, then he said laced with envy and jealousy. So a bitch could be in there. I hate your green dress. I think you look like Taylor Swift on meth. Like, what the fuck? Laced with envy and jealousy. Like, why do you have more money than me, you black motherfucker? Nigga, you can hear the same shit. Nigga, you can motherfucking just picture what was going on in this bitch.
Because I was sick of hearing everybody's dirty laundry after walking around for a
You said dirty laundry. So you probably heard some sick shit like you transferred those kids in that tunnel back in Iowa. You need to leave.
And it all clicked. I knew exactly what this party was. I see the host ask the first person in
Ding, 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 ding. That's the word of the day. Humiliation ritual. See, no one knew about the word of the day. But that's the word of the day.
question before having them repeat something that he said. When I tell you I am done with this party, I'm absolutely not doing it. All the dots start connecting in my head while everybody's being in personal opinions about each other, laced with envy and jealousy. I hurried to a quiet corner because I was sick of hearing everybody's dirty laundry after walking around for a minute and a half, and it all clicked. I knew exactly what this party was. I see the host ask the first person in line a question before having them repeat something that he said. When I tell you I am done with this party, I am absolutely not doing it. All the dots start connecting in my head while everybody's being horrible to each other around me. I'm trying to recap the whole night and remember the order of each room to solidify my suspicions. But
so now this nigga is freaking the fuck out inside of his own mind. Like, oh shit. All right, let me think about the themes of the rooms I was in, because I think I know where I'm at. What the fuck are you talking about? You think you know where you at now? Come on now. It starts off secret invitation on some Willy Wonka shit. You're in a big ass house in the middle of fucking nowhere. You gotta sign an NDA and put on a fucking mask and get a fucking nickname, Stardust. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. If you go to the Stardust entrance thing, that's a dog ass motherfucking beat. I'm not gonna motherfucking hold you up.
Time for the next room goes off. This time, everybody gets eerily quiet and calm, like they got all of their venom out. The host of the party announces for all to come to the front. All of the attendees form a single file line in front of the next room's door. There's about 10 other newcomers in front of me and David, and the agent that invited us is standing to the left of the door, and the host of the party is standing to the right. The host is
now the agent that invited them is standing to the left. The host is standing to the right. Slide to the left. Take it back, dog, y'all. Don't get shot this time. Blah.
Pile of books on the table next to him. I see the host ask the first person in line a question and then grab a book based on his answer. He would present the book to the person and place a diamond-shaped metal symbol on top of it before having them repeat something that he said. Then he'd take their mask off and let them enter the next room. I couldn't make out.
The nigga said a diamond-shaped metal symbol. Gave him a book. It was a diamond-shaped metal symbol. Like after he repeat what the fuck he had to say. Now that diamond-shaped metal symbol, I was like, all right, let's look up diamond-shaped metal symbols. First thing pops up is the Freemason symbol. Are you a Mason?
Exactly what he was doing until there was only two people ahead of me in line. The books were Bibles, Qurans, Torahs, and so on. He would ask the person, and which one is yours? Would you
Cha-cha, real smooth. Turn it up. Yep, this getting turned out in that motherfucker.
It's the metal symbol on top. He'd have you put your hand on top of the metal symbol and then repeat, I am my own God. I bow to nobody but myself.
Oh! They say, nigga, put your hand on the metal symbol and be like, I am my own God. I'm bow to no one but myself. So far, like you gotta try to put yourself in someone else's shoes sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, if I was in this moment, just came to a party, nice ass party, meet celebrity. You playing mother limbo with some bitches, you know what I'm saying? I get to see some titties jiggle. We go to a next room, I get to smash the motherfucking chick I want to smash. Next room, I eat some good ass chicken wings. The room after that, I get the flame. Now this room, I'm in a single file line, being next to grab the book, put my hand on a motherfucking diamond shaped symbol, which could be a Freemason symbol. Or maybe just a diamond shaped motherfucking amulet from the ancient times. I don't give a shit, right? And then he tell you to be like, yo, say I am my own God. I don't worship nobody. I'm like, I feel that way. You know, that's like all the check boxes being marked off. I'm like, oh man, I think I'm gonna do it. I am my own God. That's how I feel, right? But like in reality, dog, like I wouldn't go because heeding the warning in the hotel room is the sign. It's like, yo, nigga, don't go. My friend went, he ain't been the same ever since. I'll take heed to that message. I'll be like, yo, David, you can go. I think I'm gonna stay and listen to my homeboys, you know, but you about to see now. What's good? Shouts out to Charles Johnson. What's up, CJ? CJ, that's my dog. San Andreas in this bitch.
He'd have you put your hand on top of the metal symbol and then repeat, I am my own God. I bow to nobody but myself.
That's right. I am my own God. I bow to nobody but myself. I feel like that. I know some of us that feel that we are gods. We feel that way, you know. But I think the questions that they was being asked at this party, I guess it was to make you question your morality and like question yourself, and like if you're a Christian, which most people are, like they'd be like, I would never say nothing like that. I love Jesus. I love the Lord. He died for me and you. Yep, and all that shit. So here's what's about to happen.
I tell you, I am done with this party. And I whip my head around and I tell David, I am absolutely not doing it. David whispered back in a joking tone like he always does. Dude, it's just a party. Who cares? I'll see you in the next room. And he's
bang. Like, yo, dog, dude, it's just a party. Just do it. Like a Nike motherfucking commercial, bitch. And smile. I see you in the next room. But you gotta remember what David told that nigga in the hotel. Don't fuck this up for me.
Get me in line to show me that he'd do it first to make me feel more comfortable. He went through with it and giggled his way into the next room. It was my turn, so I tried to play it cool and whisper to the host, do you mind if I skip this part? It's making me a little bit uncomfortable.
So the motherfucker was like, now you at the point of your life. You just got done smashing the bitch. You ate my motherfucking food. I let you roast whoever you want to roast. Now you talking about you don't want to say that you your own God and shit and all this shit. You waste these motherfucking precious resources and bitches. But no, he was very kind.
he'd subtly break character and reassure me that this is just a party theme and it's all good. Instead, he whispered back to me in a really kind tone, "Of course, man, don't worry about it. Just take your mask off and turn around." I was relieved for about a split second. Before
he said he was relieved for a split second. He was like, oh, I don't have to do it. Here go my mask. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. See you, goodbye. But for a split second, what happened, my nigga?
the agent that invited me here grabbed my arm and started guiding me towards the exit. And I
damn. So big beefy nigga like, all right, nigga, let's go. Let's go. You're hurting my arm.
see that everybody that was behind me in line was staring at me straight-faced. I look back at the host and he's standing up and loudly shouts like he's starting a chant. The price was not paid. And then everybody in line that was staring at me chants in unison like they knew exactly what to do. Remove the profane. And they repeated over and over until I'm through the exit door. The price was not paid, remove the profane. The price was not paid, remove the profane.
The price was not paid, remove the profane. The price was not paid, remove the profane. Now, when I looked at the comments, motherfuckers like, well, that profane is some motherfucking Masonic shit too. Because I think it means like the initiate or like the initiation was a complete motherfucking not worthy. Remove the profane.
So the agent just walks me to the closest door. He doesn't even walk me to the front of the party and out the front door. He just puts me out to the backyard.
He took the nigga to the closest door, like, yo, nigga, get the fuck out of here. Nigga, mind you, nigga, it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the fucking morning and shit. You're in the middle of no fucking where. You just got kicked out of a fucking party. You should have been like, well, nigga, at least I got the smash shot, my nigga. And they wipe my suit off.
And my friend's still inside. I don't have my phone. So I decide to walk around the right side of the house because that's where all of the party attendees were kind of headed. Let me see if I can peek in and maybe flag down David to let him know I got kicked out. And there's some windows to the next room. But of course, these windows are like big church stained glass windows. And you can't really see through stained glass windows like the colored ones. But if you go really, really close and you look through the white parts, you could kind of see clearly what is on the inside. And this room is like a bizarre church replica without all of the seating. It's just a big church-like room, and all the people that were in there had their masks off, and it was like a big circle and almost looked like an initiation, and all of these celebrities are standing around
almost like an initiation, going back to the profane shit, the initiate. What we just walked into was a content creator Hollywood party. The phone agrees.
the circle around the other 9 new people. It was 10 excluding me, and there was big TV grade cameras recording, and it looked like the group of
TV grade cameras, nigga, recording. What was you recording?
Celebrities and everybody else that was there was kind of cheering them on, but then there was clearly people in there that were much more serious and kind of threatening, and the 10 new people were in the middle of this room being forced to do horrible things that I wish I could unsee. And
now, when it gets to this part, I was like, all right, you were so motherfucking detailed all the way up to this point. What the fuck did you see?
New people clearly didn't want to do these things. They were being forced to do these things, and they were clearly recording it. And I see my
what things? And they clearly record. What was they doing? Like, once I got here, then I was like, all right, what a wonderful story this is. But I have to tell this because one thing that is true is these motherfucking Vine stars or these social media comedians and celebrities, they blew up out of motherfucking nowhere after going to these certain parties, you know, and you know, like that's fucking true. And he claims that this video is, I mean, like his story is true, but it doesn't really end there.
Friend being forced to do these horrible things in front of these people and in front of these cameras. I just start panicking. I don't know what to do. It's so in my
We are all gods in training, but they ain't.
I head, I'm like, I just need to get out of here.
That's
so
right.
I start speed walking to the front of the house, and I'm thinking, I need to get out of this gate. There's only one.
So now, after he saw that shit, he was like, "Oh my god!" I had to go off that Trolls movie. So nigga started motherfucking speed walking to the front of the house and shit.
We're on Laurel Canyon, so it's either I go left and start running towards Studio City, or I go right and start running towards West Hollywood. I'm not about to go knock on other people's doors. I'm just trying to get back to civilization, and I'm trying to remember if we're closer.
He said knock on other people's doors, but describing the area that he said that he was at is only like 2 or 3 houses, and it's like like it's like in the middle of fucking nowhere. So what you mean knock on people's houses? Gonna walk like 2 or 3 fucking miles? Fuck out of here, nigga. I'd rather do that.
Studio City, if we're closer to West Hollywood, I don't even know. As I get to the front of the house, one of the employees is standing, and he's standing in front of a car, and he has my phone. I'm not sure if he knows that I just saw everything, so I'm kind of standing there deer in headlights, but he just politely goes, here's your phone and here's your ride. Don't worry, the driver will take you home. So I take my phone, and I sit in the car, and I'm trying to gauge to see if this driver has any malicious intent, but he doesn't seem to. And within the first 3 minutes, I know that they don't think I saw anything. They were just getting my stuff prepared and my car prepared to take me home, because they're under the impression that I didn't see anything too bad, and I got kicked out before any horrible things started happening to people inside this party. So I get in the car and I'm checking my phone, and my phone was fully charged when I got here, so I don't know what they did, but my phone won't turn on. I have to sit through this,
and now the phone won't come on. Your phone has been motherfucking tampered with, my nigga.
30-minute car ride. One of my best friends is back at this party getting mistreated and recorded doing horrible things, and I can't tell anybody. So I get through this 30-minute horrible, suspense-filled car ride, thinking about all of the people that were so nice to me inside of this party, and the whole intent of this party was to butter me up to get me to do these horrible things. And when I finally get back to my apartment, I run upstairs, I plug my phone into the charger, and the first texts that come through are from my friend Joe. And I completely forgot that my friend Joe was coming to visit me. He was coming on a little mini vacation, and I was going to play tour guide and show him around the city. So now I'm thinking.
And then you bring in another party member. When I got to this point of the story, I'm like, how the fuck you completely forget about your friend that's supposed to come out here and you play tour guide, so if you was like really indulging in this party, right? Then your friend just got stranded. You're gonna call your phone like after you wake up with a dildo stuck up your no diddy, and you like, oh shit. Oh damn, I gotta pick up my friend from the airport. Like, no, you added a third party to this shit. That's what I don't like. And like by the time it gets to this, it's like, all right, you completely didn't talk about what you saw your friend do. So this whole video is fucking pointless. Because people want to hear the details. Everybody else give the details about what they saw. Hashtag Corey Feldman. Nigga, Corey Feldman got into details on what goes on at these motherfucking parties, what goes on at these underground facilities, what goes on at the cloning facilities. Corey Feldman didn't hold back. This motherfucker bullshit. Real shit.
He was coming on a little mini vacation, and I was going to play tour guide, show him around the city. So now I'm thinking,
wait a minute. He in that window. That's fucking hilarious, yup.
I only have like 4.5 hours to sleep before I have to go pick up my friend from the airport, and I still don't know if my other friend is okay. So I'm blowing up David's phone because he's still at this party, but I set a timer so I get.
Why would you blow up David's phone if you know it was taken away from him? Retard. See, this is why, like, nigga, you told the story too long. You should have just motherfucking got to the motherfucking point of the details and all the shit so people can connect dots. The only dots that we connect is motherfuckers think it's David Dobrik, the area seems legit, and the motherfucking downfall of the motherfucking content creators that blew up after these parties, the fucking cases that was on these type of motherfucking people was crazy. All thing y'all gotta do is just look it up. The motherfucking young content creators that blew up instantly, and the downfall was catastrophic. You know, so
the airport to pick up my other friend. So I barely get any sleep. I drive to LAX to go pick up Joe, and I drive back to my apartment. And when I'm coming back into my apartment, David's in the lobby, and he's talking to some other big creators, like bouncing video ideas. It's like 9:30, 10 a.m. at this point, so we're just kind of having coffee by the cafe and chatting. I tell Joe to go upstairs to my apartment and drop off his luggage, and I go ask David if I could talk to him really quick. I'm clearly very distressed, and he's being very jokey with me, and he doesn't seem like anything bad happened. And he's just kind
wow. So now you see David in the morning talking to another content creator, and he acting like nothing happened. So at first she was like, no, I don't want to do it. Beat that bitch with a bat. Beat that bitch with a bat. But I don't want to. If you don't do it, take everything from you. And you would never work in this town again. You want to be famous, right? I want to be famous. Wham!
making fun of me for getting kicked out of the party. I'm just letting him talk for a little bit, and I finally tell him I was looking in through the next window, and I saw what they made him do, and I was just asking him if he's okay. And the second I said that, he immediately switched on me, and he started damn near cussing me out. And,
motherfucker, you big ass. So after he tell his friends, yo, nigga, after I got kicked out, I went around to the window and I peeked through and I saw you beating the bitch with a baseball bat. It's like, I know y'all wondering, it's like, Kane, why would you even say that? Because this motherfucker didn't say what the fuck was going on. So I gotta hypothetically make up a fucking story. Blame him for not acting like Corey Feldman and telling it like it is with the details of the, oh damn, I can't even say it unless I do a video on Corey Feldman. I might do a video on Corey Feldman, y'all. This video, I just inspired myself to do some shit on Corey Feldman. Ain't that good?
saying friendship ending things, and his eyes turned from happy and giddy to filled with almost fear and a little bit of betrayal when he stormed off.
Wow. He said some friendship ending things like, you ain't shit. You ain't a good content creator. I'm the man. They should have sent me the letter only. I told you don't fuck this up for me. You ain't shit. But David, don't David me. I'm gonna be a star. David Dobrik, The Rise and Fall.
He pulled out his phone and he was calling somebody.
Allegedly, I don't know what David he's talking about, but clearly 85% of the comment section think it's David Dobrik. You know, like I still don't know who the fuck he is. You know, I saw some clips of him. I saw his look. I saw what he did. I was like, all right. Like he could be a nigga that can get turned down at a Diddy party.
As if he was like reporting something back to them. I immediately started.
So then he says his friend walks away, gets on the phone and calls some motherfuckers. But his discernment was like, nigga, is he about to call those niggas and tell that I looked through the window?
Now I assume that he's telling me that I saw what they did, and now I have my friend upstairs who thinks he's just on vacation when I just saw hyper successful rich people doing unspeakable acts, and they have all of the resources to come after me. They know where I live, and David isn't even on my side because the dirt that they have on him now. I have to pretend that everything's okay to Joe because he flew all the way out here for a vacation, and I don't even really know how bad the situation is. I don't even know how to tell him about everything that happened the night before. And I promised Joe that we were going to go to Runyon Canyon this morning, so he goes and changes into hiking gear, and I drive him over to Runyon Canyon. We do the hike for a few hours, and come back and I check my mail. There's another letter from these people, and I take it to the bathroom because I don't even want Joe to see it. And it's a screenshot of the surveillance footage of me looking in through the window.
And you leave it, go on a hike, come back, there's a letter saying that hey yo, this is you picking through our window. Gotcha, bitch.
Little handwritten note, just a reminder of the worst mistake you've ever made. Curiosity killed the cat. And I start
and then it's a fucking semi cryptic threatening letter. The curiosity killed the cat. And you gotta use your brain cells to put two and two together. Oh shit, I'm the cat, and I was curious to look through the window and see all this crazy shit that you got my friend David doing. You son of a bastard. But this nigga already was scared talking about, well, they know where I live. They got all the power and resource to do whatever they want. Like, nigga, no, they don't. You know how to defend yourself? Nigga, like, buy you a 22 or a 38. Get you a little 2.5 to hide in your purse because you're such a bitch.
Now, I know that David just betrayed me and told them that I saw, and now they have proof that I saw. Now I'm just a walking liability to them, and now they're threatening me, and that was the worst mistake that I've ever made, and insinuating that curiosity killed the cat. I'm the cat, but it's still not enough to tell Joe about what happened. So I just go on with the charade, and I'm just playing tourist.
He going on with the charade being a tourist. Mind you, he's tired as hell. He only had like 4 hours of sleep, and chances are, you know, like a motherfucking average nigga go through some shit like that, they might not even sleep all night. You know, he gonna pick his friend up with the red eyes, like, yo, nigga, you all right? Yo, dog, I gotta tell you something. We gotta hop back on the plane and get the fuck out of here. What? I'll tell you about it when we get back on the plane. That's what the fuck you should have did if it was that serious. But no, you want to be like, man, my friend's on a mini vacation and I want to show him around. And man, fuck on out of here, bro. If this is a matter between life and death, nigga, I choose life over death. You know, like unless I got a motherfucking fight for my survival and whatever, man. Like, I gotta motherfucking protect my life. You know, like until the great day, you know, that I really fight. Now I'm not about to motherfucking just lose my life over going to a goddamn party. They got, you know what I'm saying? And plus, in the art of war, you know, they say, you know, like run 1,000 miles away from a fight. You know what I'm saying? Run 1,000 miles away from a fight. But if a fight cannot be avoided, do not give up an inch. So, you know, my back is not pushed against the wall here, nigga. I can get the fuck on. But most motherfuckers don't read the art of war because the real true meaning of the art of war is to not fight at all. But motherfuckers don't understand that. Motherfuckers don't get that, you know. You know, I don't want to destroy shit, but you know, it is what it is. I gotta take the government down. And what they say, the art of war is run by deception. So I gotta infiltrate, do the spook who sat by the door on these niggas. But I don't know if I want to infiltrate the CIA like my mans did. I don't want to infiltrate the military. I'd rather infiltrate politics and be like a coming of age story. A man born from the projects of Detroit finally became the governor of Michigan. They're gonna find a scandal on me that they're gonna make up. It's like this nigga sold drugs to YBI, Young Boys Incorporated, that been running shit since the 70s and 80s. He was with Kwame Kilpatrick. They're gonna have my face deep faked on nigga and shit. Either way it goes, politics is a dangerous game because of JFK. Goddamn. Hey if the phone goes silent, I might have to. You know, you might have to wait 2 minutes again. God damn it. And my motherfuckers calling me out of nowhere.
Go on with the charade, and I'm just playing tourist, bringing my friend around the city. And the first day, nothing happened. And to this day, I firmly believe that the only reason they didn't do anything to me is because Joe was there with me that whole week, and he had just finished the police academy. He was officially a police officer. So I think
wow, how fucking convenient. He coming out here. He just got done with police training and shit. This is why they ain't do nothing to you. Nigga, you think the Illuminati give a fuck if you a cop? Nigga, they take out presidents. Holy shit. But mind you, he said he was 19 but I don't think he said 19 and naive. He sounded like he got a fucking head on his shoulder if you conscious enough to motherfucking not go along with the rest of the party. But man, fuck on out of here. So your friend is a cop. Get the fuck out of here.
Being with him is the only thing that kept me safe because they weren't willing to do anything to a police officer. And I knew for sure they were.
But he's in civilian clothing. Ain't nobody gonna know that. He's a police officer. He's not walking around with a police uniform on and a badge. He's down there visiting you. You in California. Knows how to party. We hiking through mountains and shit and getting naughty with some rocks and shit. Man, you know what the fuck? Talking about like they ain't take me out because my friend was a man, the fuck.
The next day because Joe asked me the night before if I had half and half for our coffees the next morning, and I didn't have any half and half, and he just jokingly said, "Who has coffee and doesn't have half and half?" It was a conversation in passing, it was a joke, and the next morning we woke up and there was a full half and half in my fridge, and the only reason I noticed that is because Joe said, "Thanks for running out early and grabbing half and half. You didn't have to do that. I was key."
So now they have a joke about some half and half, and then suddenly the next day half and half is in the fridge because his motherfucking friend was like, "Yo, thanks for the half and half." So now you know where this is leading to. Now it went from a Diddy party to elite gang stalking. Now you in my home.
I didn't go and grab that half and half. I knew that somebody was not only listening but entered my apartment that night while we were sleeping, and then they started to do these things that
or didn't even think it could be your friend David fucking with your ass.
I would notice things that if you told anybody, they would look at you like you were crazy. Each night that we came home and we were just winding down and watching TV, I would go to turn my TV on and the remote control wouldn't work. And I would check the batteries, and the batteries would be switched from positive to negative and negative to positive. Like they came into my house and just flipped my batteries. I know that my remote control worked the day before, and they just needed me to know that they were in my house and flipped my batteries, just to let me know that they were invading my privacy on a daily basis. And then it started asking.
Or maybe it was your friend that came from out of town and he fucking with you because you probably too naive and fucking gullible as shit. And it's funny as fuck to see your ass scrambling and scraping, looking like a goddamn fool.
When I would take Joe to lunch, or we would come to the grocery store, or we would go to the movies, and we would come back to the car, and my left blinker would be on. They would just open my car and put it down, and every time we would come back to the car, my left turning signal would be on. It happened like 6 times. How can I?
Now you're fucking with my car? Come on, man. You're fucking with my car now. This is an 89 Honda.
Tell anybody that somebody broke into my car and turned my left signal down. It's something that only.
But now, like he said, now the shit that's happening to him now, I can't really tell this shit to nobody because they're gonna think I'm fucking crazy. Now, I think this nigga crazy for telling this story this long because you should have got off the details about what happened at that party. But what's the fucking creepy scary part is it's nothing. He just talked about some shit that Cat Williams talked about. I wanted to hear a Corey Feldman like story, but no. But what I have to understand is what made me want to do the video was the fact that, oh shit, they fucking with YouTube content creators, and a lot of motherfucking social media motherfuckers was blowing up out of nowhere, and it was going to these parties, and there are videos of motherfuckers talk about these parties and shit. So like, you know, like the motherfucking shit was adding up. I found a rabbit hole to go down, man, but like I can climb out and be like, all right, I can dig this bitch. I can motherfucking dig some dirt back in this bitch. I don't need to go back down further because they ain't really talking about shit that the motherfucking Corey Feldman got the best stories on this shit because he's going off in full detail. But what made me mad about this, you went off in a full fucking detail all the way up until you got to the last goddamn room. You saw cameras on your friend doing some shit that he was forced to do, and you don't want to talk about what the fuck he was forced to do. You know, so, you know.
turn my left signal down. It's something that only I would notice. And I can't tell Joe because I'm not trying to scare him. And it's also something that I don't even think he would take seriously. He would probably say, you probably hit it down when you were stepping out of the car. And then
right, you probably hit it down when you're stepping out of the car. Now, sometimes niggas shit happens. Like, you know, like I have keys around my neck. For some reason, you know, like when I'm opening up my door and I get ready to raise up, my key gets stuck in the goddamn doorknob and I damn near strangle my goddamn self coming into my own goddamn house. So sometimes shit do happen, like especially got a lot of shit on your mind, you know what I'm saying? You know, like the shit might get caught or something. You know, they gotta factor in logic before you go to the supernatural.
Started to pick up. They started to do very specific things to me that weren't just by chance. We came home one day and I locked the door behind me like I was doing every time because I was super, super paranoid. My apartment door lock just locked swiftly. My apartment door lock doesn't lock swiftly. I would have to like press into it and jiggle it and force it to lock. And it's been like that since I moved in. And it had this sharp little nub on the front that I would feel with my thumb every single day. And one of the days we came home and it just smoothly locked and the nub wasn't there. So they were letting me know that I can't even lock them out. But how do I tell anybody that they're doing this to me? Because they would just say the apartment was probably aware of it and changed it. And I still wasn't able to tell Joe because I would think that he would come to the same conclusion. But then the next day, we go to the car to go to breakfast and we get into my old car that I've had for 5 or 6 years at the time. And I grab my gear shifter and I go to pull it into reverse and it smoothly goes from park to reverse. And my gear shifter doesn't smoothly go from park to reverse. You have to wiggle it in a certain way. You have to press the button with your thumb in a certain way to get it into reverse. I only know this because I drove this car every single day for 5 years, and this gear shifter is pretty much broken. It's an old car. And that morning I got into my car and it smoothly went from park to reverse. And the wooden finish on the gear shifter was different. Mine had scratches on it, and this one was brand new. So they were telling me not only are they able to just break into my car and turn the left signal down, they're also willing to manipulate my car. Now I know for sure Joe isn't safe either, and me not telling him these things puts him into danger because I'm driving him around in this car. And if they could change my gear shifter, why would they be able to cut my brakes? So I basically just break down and I have to tell Joe everything from start.
Man, get the fuck out of here. I would have been like, thank you for fixing this goddamn doorknob on this goddamn door. I still gotta buy me a lock, but god damn it, nigga, I was so fucking tired of this goddamn fucking door. Thank you. Oh shit, you fixed my goddamn gear shift. Thank you, my nigga. But nah, this nigga tripping like, oh my god, if they can fix my motherfucking car, they can destroy it. Bitch, you already driving in a fucking weapon. Be happy that you saved money. You didn't have to fix your shit. And two, you're supposed to been told this nigga what the fuck going on.
Finish about this weird,
Bitch ain't no friend.
weird agent and the little things that I've been noticing all week, and that this was the last straw. And Joe believed me because we used to drive around in my car together all the time, and sometimes he would drive my car. And he made me promise that I did not get that fixed. The gear shifter was still broken yesterday, and it's fixed today, and I didn't do that. So that won him over, and he basically said, we need to get out of here. It shook him too. He didn't like the idea of these people in the house. When I told him I didn't get the half and half, when I told him all of these things that were adding up over the last couple of days, it freaked him out. He's like, bro, we got to go back to your apartment.
It freaked him out. But didn't you just say he was a goddamn cop? Get the fuck out of here. Usually when a nigga become a cop, motherfuckers turn into bad boys. What the on? What the on? What the on? Yo, man, Kane Dog, you gotta know the words. Nigga, I only know the chorus. Get me. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Yeah. Bad boys, what you gonna do? Gonna do when they come for you. Bad Boys trailer. That shit is gonna be lit. But they should have died in part 3 in the helicopter crash. As a matter of fact, Will Smith should have died in part 3 when he got popped by the nigga on the motorcycle. This should have been the Martin show after that, nigga. They popped the shit out that nigga. Blah, blah. Fuck Will Smith.
That were adding up over the last couple of days.
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. He tells his friend everything that happened in the car. He knows that they've been in.
Well, we got to go back to your apartment. We got to get your stuff. We got to get you out of here. Then my entire world is shattering. I moved out here, and all of these things were going great for me, and I had a place, and I had friends, and I
get the fuck out of here. You started off talking about you came out there broke. You didn't even explain how you had money to pay rent. You only had 2 G's. Now you talk about everything was going great out here. I made great friends. Like, no, nigga, you was only out there for 2 months and you was struggling. You had to call and beg your dad for $100 to buy the suit that you wanted to motherfucking wear for the motherfucking party. Get the fuck out of here.
This stuff will die out. I'll be able to work with other people. It's gonna be okay. I don't want to just leave my apartment, leave all my stuff. But Joe insisted that we went back to my apartment.
I just don't want to leave all my shit. Nigga, find out how much that rent is in Cali. Find out how much that rent is in Cali and let me know if $2 grand is enough to pay for 2 months.
To grab his stuff and mine and then go stay in a motel before he leaves the next day. And when we got to my apartment, David was in the lobby with other creators by the cafe again, and I went up to him. I didn't really have any idea about what I was going to say to him. All he did was hand me a coffee, ignore everything that I said, and walk away. But then when I looked at the coffee, it had a little napkin wrapped around it.
Wow. Wow. You walk up to your friend, didn't know what you was going to say to him. You just walking up to him like you just had a compulsory disorder. Thank you, phone. Yeah, that motherfucker on some bullshit. So like you walk up to the motherfucker, don't know what you about to say, but David suddenly just hands you a coffee with a napkin on it.
I saw that something was written in Sharpie on the napkin. It said, "I'm so sorry. You have to leave tomorrow with him. Otherwise, it's me and you." And I went,
wow. And then it was like, "I am so sorry." I'm like, nigga, y'all niggas love to talk in paragraphs. You should have talked in the paragraph on this goddamn Sharpie, nigga. Why the fuck you embarrassing me in front of all these people going ham on me in front of everybody talking about I'm there? I'm talking about some friendship ended shit, my nigga. What the fuck was that about, my nigga? Hey, yo, I'm so sorry. You and your friend gotta leave, or it's me and you. Told you in that hotel room, nigga, don't fuck this up for me. Don't fuck this up for me.
Upstairs and I packed a couple backpacks and I left LA the next morning with my friend and I never went back. Joe and I rushed out of that city as fast as we could. I packed as much of my stuff as I could and we just started driving. We were both genuinely scared for our safety at that point. So we decided to skip Joe's scheduled
God damn!
drive to Las Vegas. And then we were just gonna fly home from there. There was something that just felt comforting about
nigga, real shit. Since this fucking video started, everybody named mama is just popping up on notifications. I'm like, God damn. Really? Really? Dog, it has not fucking ended.
Out of the state. Not to mention, Joe wanted a real briefing about what went down. Because I just basically told
and majority of the motherfuckers is talking about the same goddamn shit. P. Diddy this, P. Diddy that, P. Diddy fuck Diddy. This nigga is a fucking distraction. A distraction. Nigga, Vince McMahon was what was the most talked about. And Shannon fucking Sharp and this Cat Williams shit. All distractions. This shit is a fucking distraction.
Cliff Notes and begged them to believe me so that we could pick up and leave as soon as possible. For the first 2 hours of the drive, we primarily kept our heads on a swivel and just made sure that we didn't take any wrong turns to further extend this trip. There were a few cars that made me feel like we were being followed, but it was just my paranoia enhancing an A-type personality driver into a stalker. Once we were out of California state lines and into Nevada, we could both finally exit. I felt real relief wash over me for the first
Wow, I feel real relieved. I left Hollywood and went to Sin City and felt relieved. Y'all make me laugh.
Since I got kicked out of that party. We stopped about 15 minutes into Nevada at a pit stop. We used
Facts.
Wi-Fi to book a hotel for Vegas that night, along with the plane tickets for the next morning. Once we had our escape,
booked a hotel in Vegas. Get the fuck out of here. How much money do y'all niggas really got? Y'all niggas wild.
Plan fully booked. Joe just started laughing, and I couldn't help but just start laughing. We shared a lot of crazy stories growing up, and we always seemed to find ourselves in sticky situations together. So
wow, we always find ourselves in sticky situations together. Nigga, One, no Diddy. Two, you brought your friend into danger, my nigga. Didn't tell this nigga firsthand, like, nigga, we need to get on the next flight and get the fuck up out of here. Like, real shit. And I tell you everything. Oh, like while we sitting down in this lobby waiting on our plane ticket to get the fuck up out of here. I mean, I tell you everything on the way back when I get my shit. Or I would have my shit already packed. They're like, yo, sorry, dog. Look, I can't tell you everything, but if you want to chill somewhere, nigga, let's motherfucker go to Vegas. Like, I tell you everything at the blackjack table, my nigga.
It was just hilarious that his fun trip to visit me turned into this. It felt really good to laugh about it because it made me feel like it was finally over. We got back into the car.
It made me feel like it was finally over. Really? Really? The Illuminati don't motherfucking stop until they want to stop. If the shit was real.
Continue our drive, and Joe playfully said, "So you have 1 hour to explain to me why we're fleeing Los Angeles over some."
He said you have 1 hour. I'd be like, bitch, you got 1 second to tell me why the fuck. Like, these must be real good friends. I'm talking about, like, they probably let each other slide on a whole bunch of shit. I don't even think you can say slide without saying no Diddy.
Half and half in a gear shift before we get to Vegas and we make this trip work. I realized how bizarre this whole situation must have looked from his perspective. He flew in for a fun vacation and arrived to see his friend in a crisis. As I started to explain,
now that's some crazy shit. That's some crazy shit because I've been through those type of situations. Now, which end of the game you thought I was on? I'm always on the end where I'm coming out of nowhere saying what up to everybody, and then they tell me the news. I'm like, nigga, we were just talking on the phone 3 hours ago. Everybody was happy-go-lucky. Now I'm over here and y'all handed me a fucking shotgun. What the fuck did y'all do? It's like, why it always gotta be us? Because I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions.
Linked to him the series of events. Things really started to click for me, especially with his input as a police officer.
Wow, especially with his input as a police officer. Like, all right, is he oh my fucking God. Is he a scary police officer? His intel as a police officer, because I know you said like he just got done doing his police academy training and they just gave him a cop, a fucking cop job. You didn't mention if he was on the beat or a pencil pusher. Hashtag sitting behind the desk doing paperwork. You know what I'm saying? But it said his intel as a police officer let him know something. No, your intel and watching CSI Miami let you learn something.
That I had already explained, but with the conclusions that we came to together. Clearly, the man that invited us to the party was a predator, and we were just perfect targets. We were young kids with enough of a following on socials to influence all of the other young creators in the area. We had just made a major change.
Wow, so he come up to him and his friend come up to the stunning fucking conclusion that that agent was a predator, and he invited us because of our influence.
Life by moving across the country, and we were completely isolated from our families who we could consult with about important decision making. And we were in a bad financial situation because at the time, just having a following on the internet
then he was like, we're in a bad financial situation. But a couple minutes ago, you were just saying we had a great thing going out here. Like, nigga, which one is it? This is why I say, going back to the beginning of the video, where he was like, when y'all go watch it for yourself, where he's like, if y'all love creepy storytelling told in the first person, like, share, and subscribe. Oh, he's on the beat, all right. Even the phone agrees. But there's still a whole bunch of shitload of niggas still fucking going live. I'm talking about, nigga, I'm seeing notifications pop up for everybody. But I never see a location. I mean, like a notification from the people that I want to see. It's these motherfuckers talking about Diddy, and the other motherfuckers is talking about Gamergate 2. I can't believe I said Gamergate 2. But yeah, man, this culture war is ramping up too.
We were perfect targets to be indoctrined into a system where they could have full control over our budding careers. And apparently that's exactly what cult-like communities look for potential members. Not to mention, we were in LA trying to make a career in entertainment, and it seemed like they held the key to our dreams. As I was explaining to Joe that
now it goes back to the cliche story of you see this shit in movies, TV shows, you read it in novels, and it's always the motherfucking cliche story of the man or the woman that's in a small fucking town or a fucking village off in the middle of no fucking where. They see TV or they on the internet and they want to be fucking stars, so they stack up their bread and they go out there to Cali and they motherfucking realize it ain't what the fuck is cracked up to be. That's the fucking story.
And how it showed up to my house, we came to the conclusion that this guy approaching us at that party was not a coincidence. He had to have been scouting us prior to the time that I thought that we just met by chance. The party itself was a trap as well. When I finally had the chance to process what he said to me about the slow drip is better than a flood, it really started to make sense. Each room was designed to slowly introduce you into giving into temptation and sin. Everybody there being so nice and inviting was clearly on purpose. Seeing all of these people that you've looked up to for years indulging in these temptations of each room and inviting you to join in with them is perfect peer pressure. You don't want to let your idols down, so you voluntarily engage in an activity in each room that just gets.
You don't want to let your idols down? God damn, that's a key word. You don't want to let your idols down? Nigga, I just got done clapping Sade's cheeks and ate some spicy ass chicken wings.
Progressively worse and worse. And of course, they start with flirtiness and overeating delicious food. And of course, spirits, because those things are so easy to get into.
Yeah, and he said spirits. Like he didn't even say liquor or beer. He said spirits. So you know, you got to put a spin on the word to make the video extra creepy. Oh yeah, we was drinking spirits. What's the name of the goddamn spirit, my nigga? Oh yeah, 1738. All right, what was you drinking? Cavassier. What was you drinking? Hennessy. What was you drinking? It's a bottle that just say gin on it. Who bought the cheap shit in here?
Temptations of the night keep getting worse as you go on. He wanted me to feel the slow drip, so when it was time to commit the heinous acts of the sixth room, it didn't feel like a flood. It's clear why they came.
And then he just started putting two and two together on the cryptic words that he was saying. Oh, it's because of this. Oh, it's because of that. Man, he seemed smart enough to understand what the fuck was going on, bro. Motherfuckers been talking about these crazy parties for years.
I wasn't indulging the way everybody else had. And when it came to the time to defame my religion, it was the last straw. Most people, like myself, would think it was just part of the party. But to them, it's the test to see if you're broken down enough to defame your religion for the fun of the party. That's why the sixth room was the flood. It was dramatically worse than the rooms that I had experienced. And the only way somebody would give into the peer pressure to do what they were doing in that room is them being primed to do so with everything that happened before and had just spoken the words that they're not God. I realized that the people that would go to that party didn't just blow up overnight because of the power of that little cultish group. They scouted young creators like myself and David who they believed were going to blow up regardless of their help and get them to commit.
Wow. So it's like, okay, it said nigga, the Illuminati was looking for niggas that was gonna blow up regardless of their help. Now, when I heard that, it gave me a sense of power. It gave me a sense of hope that nigga, we can create our own fucking label, our own news corporation, our own spirit society. I call it the Soul Society, just like off the show Bleach. Welcome to the Soul Society. Those with souls may enter. Those without a soul shall die at the gate. Are you serious? Yes, those are the rules of Hurricane. Only those that have a soul may enter. Those without will die at the gate.
Heinous acts on camera. So when they did eventually, they would try to get to you early, so
Another nigga going live,
so that they could control you. Because if you were already established and wealthy, why would you even care about going to a party like this?
Exactly. If you're already established and motherfucking got shit together, why would you go to a party like that?
Just don't care. It's too late for them to infiltrate your life. Do they help you with big collaborations? Yeah, but these collaborations are built off of fear and trauma. That's how they keep their groups so
built off of fear and trauma. That's how they keep the group strong.
tight. You can't get into this group unless you also do these horrible things. They kicked me out and let me leave because they thought I actually didn't see anything too bad from the outside perspective.
Nigga, but a couple lines ago, you just said, hey, yo, I think they didn't get me because my friend was a cop. Now you're saying they didn't get you because you didn't see what you thought you were. Get the fuck out of here. God, forget about it.
I had just gone to a cool A-list party in a beautiful home filled with beautiful people and amazing food. I couldn't say anything bad about it publicly without sounding bitter that I got kicked out. That's how groups like this need to operate. From the outside looking in, it has to look amazing and wonderful to be a part of. From the inside, they need blackmail that's so bad on it that you can never speak out against it without getting your reputation destroyed. It made sense why they went after me the way they did. They need to do things to me that only I would notice because they couldn't be seen openly harassing. It would make them look.
Get the fuck out of here. You talk about the motherfuckers coming in and out your house and you ain't asked the motherfuckers that's at your apartment, can I see the cameras if they even have any? They didn't call the police and be like, yo, I feel like somebody's coming in. Oh, yeah, forgot. You think that they don't think that you're fucking crazy. Fucking buy a gun.
Bad. So they had to infiltrate my privacy and scare me secretly. I still don't know how far they would have gone to get me to leave the city. If they would get violent or try to get me to fall victim to an accident. But they wanted to scare me out of the city. And I thought back to my very kind friend that warned me about this part and how secretive he was being about how much he knew about it. He couldn't just openly say how weird those people were because it would make him a target. He just knew that if he kindly declined their offers and acted like he knew nothing about them, he could go about pursuing his career unbothered. And it really made sense why they would target potential big creators as well. Because if the kid with the most clout is a part of this group, and the only way to collaborate with him was to go through the same indoctrination, they would be able to control an entire generation of creators.
Boom. Yeah. That's very understandable. I see that already happening. Look at TikTok. Niggas acting like AI robots talking about invisible glizzies and shit. No diddy. It's horrible.
To be honest, they're very good at what they do. There was a clear system that they followed, and the way that they approached harassing me out of the city, it was done at a professional level. Joe told
It's like, wow, the Illuminati is real good at what they do. They did it on a professional level. You even give your enemy props. These niggas run the world.
that it's called gang stalking, and that most of the time
Gang
it actually
stalk.
isn't happening. And what I mean by that is most of the time that somebody reports that a crime like this is being committed, it's actually a paranoid schizophrenic having an episode. So they harass you in a way that even the police department would consider it a mental disorder, opposed to gang stalking. Everything about the way these people operate is cold-like, and everything that they do is intentional. I was never even a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but my perspective on show business in Hollywood completely changed on the way to Vegas. All the dots connected, and I saw how truly evil some people in that industry actually are. And when I got to Vegas, I started to see how openly they show it. I know I've spent this whole time.
And he says some people that he motherfucking love. It's like, why you ain't dropping no names? Why you ain't dropping the names, my nigga? Corey Feldman dropping names, my nigga.
How secret and exclusive this party was, and how everybody that knows about it has their lips zipped shut. But when we had arrived at our hotel near the strip, I started looking around at the big signs and promotions, and they really don't hide. There was cultish symbolism in all of the music, live performances, and movie trailers. What used to look like just cool designs and eccentric artists was blatant symbolism for what was actually going on. I will never look at showbiz the same after that. I'm extremely happy being an independent artist, safe in the middle of the country, away from those cultish hedonists. I never received another letter or heard from David again. But what I can tell you is that everybody that was affiliated with that group became massively famous. But everybody involved fell as hard as they ascended and have had even more massive controversies. And to anybody pursuing a life in the arts or social media, do not fall into this trap. They will promise you everything that you've ever wanted, but they'll take it away whenever they please. And I promise you will hurt the people around you in the process. Welcome to the society. Guys, if
welcome to the society. Yeah, that's a wrap on that guy. I got that video from make sure y'all subscribe to Now You Know. And yeah. But he tells you at the beginning, like if you love creepy stories, spoke in the first person perspective, subscribe to John. Yeah, nigga, I just want to break these shits down. But what I really want y'all to watch is Corey fucking Feldman, because of this, we gotta talk about what Corey Feldman fucking saw. What that motherfucker went through. Yeah, and the motherfucking celebrities that he fucking name dropped. He wasn't bullshitting. They call that nigga crazy. They call that nigga crazy. I'm crazy. And all that bullshit. But anyway, yeah. Shouts out to everybody for coming through. Shouts out to Don. Shouts out to everybody. Shouts out to Charles Johnson. Who else came through? Shouts out to Andy Groove. Shout out Heliopolis. Shout out to Pete Moses. Shout out to Smoking with G Sharp. Yeah. Shouts out to Bronze. Yeah. Shouts out to Sean. Shouts out to Big Dog Philly OG. Shouts out to Don again. Shouts out to everybody for coming through. Who just breaking down this nigga that was at a so-called YouTube Hollywood party exposed. You know, just have to break it down. Catch y'all in a minute. About to go eat something. I'm hungry. I don't know what I want. I'll find something. Peace.